When people come in, it's great to have people that are excited about growth, and there's opportunity for growth. If you came into the front desk, there's opportunity to be able to grow all the way up into a regional position for operations. Coming in PT, same thing. There's opportunity to grow all the way into the regional position. But I think outside of that, people who come into Crunch, the exciting part about it is even if you came in and you decided you want to be a personal trainer or work at the front desk, and that was as high as you wanted to go, the opportunity to be able to continue to learn and grow within that position and become a leader within that position, which is what's exciting and what makes us different as an organization, is there's always an opportunity to become better at the position that you're in, be better as the person you are, and better leader in the position that you're in. So I think really when you come in, there's obviously that growth in terms of tiers and positions, but there's just growth in terms of who you are as a person and as a leader, no matter what position you choose. Someone who's just passionate about life. I think too many times you look for someone who's passionate about a business and about the industry as a whole, and I think that's great. But I want somebody who wakes up in the morning and they got a certain energy to them that people are just, they're galvanizing, right? They suck you in and you want to be a part of who they are as a person. They just have that energy that is contagious, has a great smile. And as I said, passionate about life, but passionate about people. I think if you have those two pieces, we can help educate you and make you an incredible employee, and more importantly, help you build a career within this industry. 17, 18 years old, and I got started at Gold's Gym working the front desk. I jokingly say that I started as a smoothie artist. I was making shakes behind the desk. To be honest, it was the most interesting to me. I loved the way the human body moved, and I was very curious about everything about the body. And at the time, I was talking to my parents and wanted to be a teacher. Actually, that's what I wanted to go to school for. Yeah, when I first came in, I was a senior manager, is really what it would be looked at today. About a year after that, I moved into a district role where I was overseeing about 15 locations. Continued to grow as an organization, kept adding clubs. At that point, I took on about 20 locations. About a year into my position as a district, I took on the 20 locations, became more of a regional manager. 2019 is really when I became the vice president of personal training, oversaw the company as a whole. And then recently in 2021 got promoted into the COO position. I would say it's our intent. Myself and then Derek Juice, who we brought on, who's now the vice president of personal training. The two of us got into this business for the same reason, right? We got into it because we wanted to help people, and we both evolved through the business, through seeing things that have happened with our families and how we've been impacted with everything else, and we pass that on to our trainers. The culture here is it's not about the dollar first, it's not about being a top producer or about the sales aspect of it. It's who are the people that you've touched, who are the people that you've impacted. I mean, when we teach it in the schools, we talk about the fact that we don't want you to go meet a member to gain a client. We want you to meet a member to get an understanding of who they are and how you can best help them. And I think that's something that's very, very hard to find in the industry. Very hard. I mean, I've been with a few different organizations prior to Crunch, and it's a different feeling, it's a different culture, and it's a breath of fresh air, honestly. And we've really made it a standard that for our trainers, if you can't live by that, you can't be a part of our team. I looked at it and realized how much somebody can make an impact, not only in the individual that they're training, but the family of the person that they're training. And it's just really stuck with me and this has really changed from being a job for me to more of a passion of how we can make a bigger impact on people, I guess is the best way to put it. Someone who's able to replicate themselves. I think, again, a lot of times, a lot of organizations, I already talked about it with the PT side, numbers are the big thing. If you can sell or if you can produce a ton of money, you're just gonna get promoted. And I think too many times what's overlooked is that person who has the ability to be able to recruit, to be able to develop, and to replicate who they are as a person, who they are as a leader. If you can do that, and you can prove and generate new leaders for us within the organization, your growth opportunity is gonna be consistent, constant. You're gonna have an opportunity to continue to grow throughout our organization. It's changed. When I first took on the position, I don't think I truly realized the amount of people that I can impact. And I don't mean from a Crunch perspective, I think more in terms of their everyday lives, right? I mean, the responsibility of the organization falls on myself and on Tony, and the responsibility of this organization continuing to grow. But when you look at that, growth is great for Crunch, everything else, but it's really important to our employees, right? The ability for them to be able to grow and make this a career and have the lives that they look for, no matter what that is, whether it's the impacting of people like I talked about with the personal training team, or their ability to accumulate wealth and be able to buy the homes that they look for, the house they look for, support their children. And it really didn't sink in until month 2 that my day-to-day has to be about them. And the more that sunk in, the more that it drove me every day to come in and find ways to make us better than we were yesterday. Because I know if we can be better, it's going to help our teams be better, and it's going to help them accumulate all those things that they're looking for. Again, it could be the impact, or it could be the financial piece. And I don't forget that. I don't forget that on a morning basis or a day-to-day basis. When the phone rings and I pick it up and answer certain questions that people are asking, I realize that the questions are being asked because they want to be better. And it's what drives me. I want people to be better. I want people to have the same opportunities that I had growing up through this business. And if I can give even just one person that chance, it's exciting for me, to be honest. If you've made it on this team and if you listened to this video this far, I think you've heard some of the other people who have had an opportunity to talk, that you understand that we're different. We're a different organization. We care about our people at a much higher level than any place you've ever been. So thank you for becoming a part of the team. We welcome you to the team. And at any opportunity that you have to grab one of us and just suck the knowledge out of our heads, make sure you take that time. So thank you, welcome, and enjoy the ride.